Shut up. Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Boing. Good morning, everybody. How is 1 a.m.? Oh my God. Oh man. That's late. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. How is everybody today? Hello, Demon. How are you? Spaghetti. How are you, Alessio? Hello, hello. How are you? Hello, Pop. How's it going? TARDIS 1 a.m. Just be sleeping. Alessio, I'm pleasantly surprised to see Laura live so early. No, it's the usual time. I'm really not awake. This is all an illusion. So just roll with it, guys. Good morning, Sage. How are you? Hey, Mark. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Mrs. Prism. Hello, hello. Let's see who else. Girly. How's it going? Okay, lurky turkey. Don't get busted. Spange. Good morning. How are you? I'm thinking I got everybody so far. There's Miss Pinky. How's Miss Pinky feeling? I hope you are better, and I hope you get to go home today. You needed the rest. So I hope you got the rest anyway. Shh, don't tell them I'm awake. Well, not for nothing. If you're still at the hospital, you never get any sleep at the hospital because, like, every 15 minutes, there's somebody in there screwing around with you. It's annoying as hell. You know, you're supposed to be there so you can get better and get rest. And, like, every 15 minutes, somebody's in there poking you with something. Good thing that now I receive notifications straight to the feed of my PC. Oh, great. So then you won't miss me, Alessio. See? Isn't the wrestling tonight, Alessio? I believe it is. Hello, Big Stu. How are you? Need to run to the store. Oh, while you're there, I need a fresh loaf of Italian bread. I'm making meatloaf for dinner, so I need I need the breadcrumbs. Yes, of course it is. Yes. Don't forget, guys, wrestling tonight. Watch me get my butt kicked. Who knows? Maybe I'll be victorious. Who knows? Good morning, James. How are you? You were secretly lurking. Okay, shh, quiet. We got a couple of people in here. They're in stealth mode. So you guys are good. We got you. Good morning, Carla. How are you? No working, Sage. Sage, you work too much. So does Carla. We never see Carla anymore. She's MIA, man. Oh, Carla. Where are you, Carla? Where are you? Living the busy life. That's what she's doing. She'll reappear when she gets the hot second, right? Laura, you kick ass. You have now. I do remember the first one. I thought I was a zombie. I'm glad that was fixed. You know, when I kept just like walking around in the in the ring, I'm like, what's going on there? She says, I know I'm a ghost. Yeah. Carla she abandoned us for real life matters. What the heck? Tell them that, you got other things to do, man. You just can't work all the time. But good for you. Earn that paper. I know. I wish I could have well, this is my job. That's it, Nobody else wants me, so here I am. Let's see. Yeah, that first match was weird. Yeah, I remember it was a glitch or something. Yeah, we just I kept wandering around in the corner. I must have been shy. I don't know. I must have been, who knows? I think this was like it was a zombie. I was cracking jokes. But see, once I woke up, then yes, then I became a force to be reckoned with. It ain't worth it. The amount of work for the pay is sad. Yeah, that's the problem. This is like when people try to hire my husband for, painting contracting. They're like, what do you charge? And he tells them, and they're like, well, whoa. He goes, hey, I am, a lot cheaper than other contractors. You go ahead, you go around, do some pricing. He goes, I'll expect your phone call. And they end up calling him. I'm preparing gnocchi. Oh, that sounds good. Just give me an idea. Maybe I'll make that today instead of meatloaf. I haven't done that in a while. Only problem is I won't be able to do that because between wrestling and I got a show tonight, which I'm interviewing the paranormal engineer guys. So you can't miss that one. Yeah, I don't have time to make gnocchi. I'll have to save that for tomorrow. I have no show tomorrow, so because it takes me all afternoon. We're only surviving. Yeah, that's it, Carla. That's what they want, though. They only want you just to survive. That's it. You're right, Pomp. Yeah, and then did I say good morning, Pomp? Good morning, good morning. Then the tax man just has to dip his hand in. I wish somebody would smack that hand right away. Yeah, right. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? A broken back. That's pretty much it. Yes, I do remember that. My father has that on vinyl. If you guys, I don't know, you guys old enough to remember what albums and stuff are? 45s. He used to play that. Carla's getting ready to go do the work thing. I was up at you know how I woke up this morning, guys? 4:00 this morning. I was getting leg cramps in both calf muscles, and I could feel it coming on. It woke me up, and I jumped out of bed like my ass was on fire because I had to straighten my legs out before I couldn't walk. I was like, oh my God, no. I would have been screwed if it actually formed because I wouldn't have been able to walk around. I would have had to throw myself on the floor and start dragging myself around. Good morning, John Boy. Hello, Angelina. Good morning. You love me? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to make. The meatloaf is quicker. So don't forget my Italian breads too. I only use Italian bread in my meatloaf and my meatballs too. I don't do breadcrumbs because they're just store-bought breadcrumbs are disgusting. I have gone about 12 hours without vomiting. So hopefully I can do another 12 and the virus is. I hope so too, Pinky. Hopefully, yeah, you're going to be well enough to go home. And my goodness, they really did a number on you. Tennessee Ernie Ford. Yep. Yep. I had cramp behind my knee in the taxi the other day. The guy thought I was trying to do the can't. Yeah, I know, James, because you're like shaking your leg and trying to flex your foot, and you're going ow, ow, ow. You're hopping around. Well, that's what I was thinking. Oh shit, both legs. I flew out of bed, start running around the kitchen trying to prevent me from getting them. And my dog's going bananas. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, thank God it didn't happen. And I woke up because, yeah, I would have had to literally throw myself on the floor, trying to get my legs to stretch out. Apparently, I must be calcium deficient because usually they say if you get them frequently, you're low on calcium. So I better go get myself a cow. Okay, apologies. I'm back. Are they a homemade gnocchi? Alessio, please say yes. And I get some people they get their shorts in a knot when I say I like to spice them up. I don't just do. I mean, I make potato gnocchi, but I like to put maybe like some garlic and basil. I love basil, so I mix it all in, and it adds a little something, something. Back in 10, don't feel massively safe right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't get in trouble. Dehydration can cause cramping too. Really? I've been sucking a lot of water, man. If I drink any more water, my eyeballs are going to float out of my skull. But it could be. No, I don't have the time to prepare them myself. They're from JVC. They are still good. Yeah, I've tried some that we've got here. I don't store bought. For some reason, I don't know. They just don't. I don't know. They just don't taste good. So you're lucky that you found a good product. And raging thirst, Sage. So I want to. So yeah, I would have made them today, but I don't have time today. Good idea though for tomorrow. It's been a while since I've made them. And of course, when you make them homemade, you end up with a ton of them, which is great because then you freeze the rest, and then you got your supply in. I was told that it's a magnesium deficiency. I got foot cramps, so I stopped the magnesium. Oh, if I stop the magnesium. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, I was told that it was like a calcium thing. And it's always the same leg usually. It's the right calf muscle. And sometimes I catch it and it's when I'm sleeping. And I'll catch it just before it starts to get full blast, and I can usually walk it off. But then there's times, nope, it hits me hard, and oh my God, it's awful. I'm surprised I don't wake my husband up with my hollering and crying. Oh my God. And the only way to get you got to walk it off. Piggy says she takes magnesium for that too. Yeah, maybe I should do that. See what happens if there's a change. It comes and goes. I don't get it a lot, and it's been a long time without it. And then now they're starting up again. How's the weather today on the East Coast? We are supposed to get hit with a rainstorm, and then they're saying it's going to switch over in a few days to snow again. We have all our snow is gone. In most places, my yard, because it's a big grassy, muddy mess. And, the dog mess. So I had to clean all that up, which isn't a pleasant task, but it's got to be done. And so I'm thinking, oh, good. Now we can start, working on getting the yard together and all this other stuff. And Nope. Now it's supposed to rain for the next couple of days and then switch over to snow. Magnesium capsules can help with sleep as well. Really? Really? Yeah, Angelina, snow. When they said snowstorm, I'm thinking, are you effing kidding? We just got rid of this garbage. And it's gonna, but it's March, so we expect it. But you get so excited because yeah, the smell of spring was in the air, and oh, I had all the windows open, and oh my god, airing everything out, and I'm thinking, good, now I can start, spring cleaning, and um, then I was thinking, God, because I need to paint my kitchen. I'm thinking, God, get the paint, start painting. Yeah, I know I have all these pipe dreams, put it that way. Whether I get the crap done, who knows? But yeah, it's springing, Sage, but it's not gonna last. So it's, what are you gonna do? I don't actually plan on spring being settled until about the end of April because then, but that's also not a guarantee because we've had snow in May. I remember one time we woke it was Mother's Day actually, and 2 inches of snow, and you're thinking, "Oh, you really?" But that's New York. Okay, now I can follow with the steaming. Oh, he's rubbing it in. Just rubbing it in there. Let's have a bite for us. Have a bite for us. Actually, I haven't made gnocchi since last year. So yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll make it tomorrow. Means I'll be sitting in the kitchen for a while. I struggle big time to sleep during the day after night shift. Oh, it's hard because the night shift screws people up. It does. I was screwed up for years when I used to work nights. We've been having winds, and we're supposed to have it for 2 more days, barely above freezing with wind. Oh, no, we had like 70 gnocchi for everybody. Yay! Um, it was like 70 degrees yesterday. I was like, "Oh, yes." And I loved it. It was so nice. It was kind of, overcast, but it was still nice. And then, yeah, we had some sprinkles last night, late, and then we're supposed to get rain today and then all day tomorrow. So now and it's still like there's still a lot of snow in some places. So now we're under flood warnings. So everybody, get the rowboats out just in case. That would be a great feature for your magazine. Recipes sent from the. I have that section in the magazine, Pomp. You guys got to send the recipes in. Pop, what all of the food that is available here in our area, um, I cannot get a good fish and chips here that I like that isn't saturated in grease. And then I watch, videos where people are in the UK and they're going to the shops and oh my god, and it's got a nice crunch to it, and if I could find something like that here, it would be just beautiful. But every time come, we call them fish fries here. Oh, they got great fish fry. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. And then you get it, and it's oh my god, I get so sick afterwards because the grease is just tears me up. So I stop eating it, and it stinks because I really do enjoy a good fish and chips. My nurse caught me awake and has gone to get me some jam on toast and coffee. These nurses are so nice. All good. You should tell her, pretend I'm not awake. I really don't miss doing shift work. I did about 18 years of it in total. It completely messes up. Yes, it does. It messes everything up. And I always swore that I would never, let me pop this back up on the screen here, guys. I always swore that I would never do a night shift again because then you're sleeping all day and you miss everything, family functions and stuff like that. And, my son was in school then. I missed a lot of school things because, I had to be to work. And I, worked from, what the hell was it? I didn't get out of work until midnight. So it was like the 7-Eleven type shift thing. Got to dig into my recipe box. Yes, yes. Sage has been sending me recipe. I've been posting a couple. There's a couple other ones I want to put in there too. And I just actually cleared out the template and I'm working. That's what I was doing, working on the magazine before I started the show. I asked Sheila the other day if it was okay for me to put in the plushies. So I just put in the plushies that she had posted. Oh, they're so freaking cute. So we got plushie pages. I had a oh my God, excuse me. That snuck up on me. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay, let's see. A choice here regarding fish and chips. I had a lovely male nurse, and he went and got me real coffee and cookies yesterday. And we talked about our kids for ages. Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm glad are you getting your rest, though? That's what's important. But it's nice that you have a good experience and they got nice, because a lot of nurses can be cranky. And I can understand why, because they're overloaded with work. I love her work on the plushies. Oh, I know. Aren't they just adorable? I love them too. So that's why I asked her if I could put them in the pages. Because I like to put everybody's artwork and stuff in the magazine as well. So it's, which reminds me, Miss Pinky, I need some photos of your new dragons so we can update your page. When you're not sick or, in the hospital. I don't like the sound of them, let alone having them fuck up. What did I miss? I missed something there. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it's hard, especially when, like, or Pomp Works. It's isn't it like any hour they could just say, "Oh, well, we need you this time," or "We need you that time." Yeah, Sheila was kind enough to gift me with a plushie too. So cute. Yes, actually, yours is in there, Alessio. Yep, and Pops, I put pretty much everybody's in there. Oh, all the ones that she had photos of. Those are saved on my main PC. I'll send them when I get home. Yeah, no hurry. We got until the 25th. They are adorable. I'm like I said, they looked into having them manufactured, and it's really not worth it unless you could find a place where they will do it to order. Otherwise, you got to like buy a huge amount for them to process them, and it doesn't make any sense. Release certain chemicals in your hormones. They can cause loads of issues when disrupted. 4 on and 2 off. Yeah, it's rough. My sister works in retail, and she's like always at work. And her schedule, she can't plan anything until the schedule comes out. And oh God, of course I couldn't work in retail. Believe it or not, I wouldn't be very kind. Especially when you get somebody that's, nasty and has an attitude. And I'm sorry, the customer isn't always right. And if they're going to be rude, for some reason, it just sets me off, and I can just be just as rude as they can. So I had a friend of mine, one friend of mine that has a restaurant, and she goes, you would make a great waitress. I said, hello, how long have you known me? Are you new here? The first time I would get some complaints, about the food or the service or whatever, I'd probably tell them, you know what? I didn't tell you to effing come here. Go home and cook your own food. Yeah, they're not gonna deal with that. I had a cousin who worked in a restaurant as she was going to college, and um, she had a guy one time threw a whole platter of food at her. I says, "Well, I would have picked the platter up and nailed him in the face with it. I would have been fired." But I mean, you got no right to treat your servers and all of that like shit just because you're having a bad day or you don't like what you ordered. It's not their fault. Yes, Pinky, your plushie is adorable. There's a company over here that makes individual plushies for $25. Oh, really? I don't know. I know her, Fantastique and Sheila were looking into it. They'd be cute to collect. Same thing like with the voodoo dolls. Those would be cute to collect. You get some amazing colleagues, customers in retail, and some right answer. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But my sister can be kind of harsh with a lot of the customers, but they're used to her, and that's just the way she is. She don't let people shit on her. So it's customer or not. If you can't behave yourself, then get the hell out of here. She does her best to take care of them and their needs, and that's her job. But it doesn't mean you can come in there and start, ripping her an ass because you're upset about something. Come back when you can act like an adult. I had no idea Pinky wouldn't be cheap. See, that's the thing. The postage kicks your butt. Just like when I did the oh god, the riddle giveaway there that I did, and I couldn't do it for the UK family because the postage would have just killed me. And then I'd be afraid if you'd even get it. And it's the same thing like when Rob wanted to buy the one miniature that I did. It would have cost God's amount of money. And I just told him, I said, I can't justify that. I mean, I don't think it would be ridiculous to pay that kind of money for that when you could just buy the kit and put it together yourself. You know what I mean? But like I told him, I said, if he really wanted to pay hundreds of dollars, then, we could talk. But I just didn't feel right about it. It's just, holy crap. And then hoping it got there in one piece, So that's an added expense. I would have had to have it professionally wrapped up for shipping and hope that it got there and in one piece. But then I would also have to insist on the purchase of insurance just in case. That's a lot of money. When I was a courier driver, there were some awesome people that I delivered and picked up from. Occasionally, I would have an awful person to deliver to. That's when you just throw the stuff on the porch. I meet with the customers, and y'all know how they can turn out. Yeah, people are just rude. Or some of them are just think they're so entitled, And sometimes you just got to, smack them down a couple of pegs. Say, hey, no, this is not how that works. I was that way with the dentists and stuff. When I used to call the lab, we had a couple of dentists that were real dicks. Excuse the expression, but that's what they were. And I had already forewarned my bosses that, listen, if I answer the phone and they start swearing at me, because we had one that was just so belligerent. Oh my God, he was terrible. I said, he's going to get it right back. I said, so expect it. I said, because I don't allow anybody to speak to me that way. And I would answer the phone. He would be, he'd very polite to me. And then he'd get on the phone with my boss and then start calling my boss all kinds of colorful names. I'm thinking, well, as long as he's not calling me it, because he'll get it right back. It's the shoplifters that whine. Oh, yeah, yeah. And after that, it kills you. They act like, oh, they can't see me. Let me stuff this in my pocket, or really? There's cameras and mirrors and everything all over the stores nowadays. How do they think they're going to get away with this stuff? We have a store down here. It's called a Dollar General. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but there's on the east side of town. It's where it's the not so nice neighborhood, and they always know when they're going to get robbed because they see women going in there with large pocketbooks, and that's what they do. They walk around the store and they fill the pocketbooks with whatever they want, and then they pretend like, oh, I can't find what I want, and then they leave. And the store knows they're getting ripped off. For Christ's sakes, they steal the shopping carts. There's never any shopping carts because they steal the shopping carts. All my customers are florists or wholesale flower growers. I delivered thousands of bouquets of flowers. Oh, that must have been so nice. I worked in a florist shop for a few years, way back when. Oh, I loved it. And then when there was some issues, I always ended up coming home with free flowers. Shoplifters wind me up. I get stealing to eat, but the crackheads come in and clear the shelves. Oh, wow. I know it's something else. I remember one time when we were on our way to work and we had stopped at the convenience store down the road, and I'm sitting in the truck waiting for my husband, and I'm watching this kid. He keeps looking all around the store. He had a backpack with him, and I'm like, he's going to rob something. I sat there right in the truck and watched him. He stuffed a few things into his backpack, and then he walked out of the store. And my husband come back to the truck. The kid just ripped the store off. So my husband goes in the store, tells the lady. She comes out with the phone in her hand, calling the police. And I was like, the kid's gone. He's probably out. He went around the corner. He probably caught the bus for school. It took his snacks with him to school. Shoplifters suck. My son has to deal with them at work sometimes. Yeah. I mean, I get it. You could see it's different. Like the kid there, like I just told you about. Maybe he didn't have money. They didn't have a lot, and he wanted something to eat at school. So he had a bag of chips and one of those monster drinks or something. That's what he threw in the bag. So the police don't want to know if it's under 200. Oh, here, don't make a difference. You could steal a candy bar, and the police will come. And like I was telling you about the other store, the Dollar General, where they go in there and just fill their purses with stuff, and they get robbed all the time. The cops are always there. It gets to be that the police know who the thieves are and where they live by heart. What did the girl was saying? Well, there's this kid and such and such and such, and the police go, "Yep, we know who he is." Okay, and they just went right to his house. They knew exactly who he was because he's been arrested several times for shoplifting. But the thing that kills me is with the shopping carts. I get it. If you don't have a vehicle and you have to walk to the store and you need a bunch of things, so you take the cart home with you so, you could transport what you bought. But not for nothing. Bring the cart back to the store. Because even the people in the store have said that. We don't care if they borrow them to bring home their purchases. Just bring the cart back. They never do. They leave them on the side of the street or, and those things cost a fortune. I had no clue that they were so expensive. One time I stopped in there. I go, "Oh, look, you got new carts." She goes, "Oh, yeah, we just got them in today. 10 new ones." I went back a couple days later and they were all gone. All stolen. The kitty's helping with the typing. They're so helpful, aren't they? Man got arrested at his work and he had $1,000 worth of meat, all expensive cuts too. Wow. He's going to sell it, huh? That's what they do around here. We have people around here that'll go to all the soup kitchens and food pantries and get the free turkeys and stuff for the holidays. And it's meant for people who don't have a holiday dinner. And they'll go get all the free turkey stuff and then they turn around and they sell them. You get caught, of course, you get banned from the places, so you can't get them anymore. But it pisses me off because I'm thinking, they're doing it for profit for their pockets for junk. And they just took a dinner away from a family on a holiday. The whole criminal system is messed up over here, Rob. The police don't bother, but put an opinion on Facebook and you get arrested and locked up for a non-crime. I know. That just blows my mind. Good Lord, my husband would be in prison if we lived there because he definitely voices his opinion online. I always joke around with this, and I'm waiting for the FBI or somebody to show up, put you in handcuffs, man. Because my husband has no filter. Says what he wants to say, does it online. I said, oh, God. But, thank God we have the freedom of speech. Good morning, Ghost. How are you? Ghost Wiener. But if you eat a chocolate bar out of view of security cameras, how can they tell that the bar was shop possession? Oh, they do that here. We've got people here that'll go through Walmart, for example. Open up a soda, a bag of chips or something, walk around, eat the stuff while they're shopping. And then when they're done with it, they'll put the empty containers on a shelf and walk out the store. There's nothing they can do about it. I mean, I've done that where I've been like, dead thirsty, and I'm in a store and I go, grab a soda and I'll start drinking it. And then when I get up to the cashier, I go, here, I already opened this, but, and I make her ring it through. So I pay for it. But I've, just drank it while I was shopping. But a lot of people do that. I seen a lady one time, her kid was pulling a fit, so she grabbed a container of cookies, gave the kid the cookies while they're shopping, and then just before they were done, or actually, no, they were right in the checkout. She took the container and threw it over in the corner, and didn't pay for them. It is true you can get arrested in the UK for talking badly about the royal family. It used to be, I think, where you weren't allowed to badmouth them. Chris, the only one I got anything to say, well, no, there's actually a couple things. A couple of them I have something to say about. Andrew, for one. Is he still in jail? He has always been such a jerk. But the last I heard, last I heard in the news is, they arrested him. You can, Pinky, but it doesn't happen. Same as if you deface the monarch's face on a banknote. Old laws unpoliced. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, same here, because we're not allowed. It's against the law to deface our currency as well. But people draw all over the money. They don't enforce it. At one time, my husband, when he was a kid, and he was in, they were on the border of Canada and the United States in a restaurant. And my husband comes up, so says to his mother, goes, "Who's the old hag on the wall?" He had a portrait of the Queen in the restaurant. My mother-in-law was talking. She goes, quiet. She goes, "You want to get arrested?" So I told my husband, I said, "You just stand on the border there, and then you can say anything you want. They can't arrest you." No, he was bailed. They wouldn't hold him on remand. Okay. So he is out and about. I mean, I know that pretty much the royal family has cut him loose because of his behaviors, and he can't be connected. They can't be connected with that stuff. No way. Not so much about the royals. It's more to do with speaking badly of the left political parties and Islam mainly, plus taking talking badly of anything woke. Oh, I see. I think they have the same type of crap going on in Australia as well. I'm not 100% sure, but they've got to be careful what they say as well. I mean, that's really, what happened to the days where, you could voice your opinion, and if somebody didn't like it, they just walked away or told you to go after yourself. You know what I mean? Same thing like on television. If you don't like what you're watching, turn the channel. It's a cute little gadget that you hold in your hand with the buttons. Oh, problem solved. Good morning, Vicky. How are you? I don't understand. I just don't understand the insanity. Everybody is so sensitive. Oh, do this, do that. No, sorry, no. Good morning, Sugar Daddy Wayne. How's Wayne this morning? It's springing here, guys, just to let you know. It's not going to last long, but we're going to enjoy it. There's a rhyme going around. Grand old Duke of York. He has 10 million quid. He gave it to an American girl for something he never did. Ah. I think he's been a freaky deaky from a long time ago. Freaky. You can say whatever you want about the right political parties and Christians and other religions, etc. It's so messed up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, different rules for different people. Bullshit. Pinky says it's wintering here. I know, poor Pinky, your summer's over. My sister had a conversation with my father the other day when she took him shopping, and she says, I missed the pool. We got to have a pool. I said, well, you better cough up the money then. I don't have that kind of cash. Hello, Sandra. How are you? Oh, Sandra, I checked out the link that you sent me. That is a nice camera. I'm going to have to save my pennies for that one. I'm sure it's worth it, though, because you guys have a really great picture quality. So I'm just going to have to set money aside to pick up that one. I'm really good. Thanks. How are you, Laura? I woke up with pending leg cramps, so it was kind of like a rocket shooting out of bed, but otherwise good, Wayne. Okay, Pop, go get some Z's. Get that sleep in. Right, I'm gonna try to go say, yeah, I was, great camera. So I'm glad that I could still use it even though I don't run OBS. I tried the OBS thing. Forget that. Too much. I don't want to have to go through all of that just to go live. I just want to set it up and press go. That's it. Sandra, I just hope you beat Crystal in wrestling. Oh no. I know it's going to be interesting tonight, isn't it? Yes, if you guys could just put some hearts in the chat for Pinky. Hopefully they'll set her free today with a good bill of health. How's Sandra feeling? Is Sandra doing good? Actually, I was talking about you guys last night to my husband because I was laughing about when Sean brought all of his goodies and showed everybody on the live. I'm thinking, you know what? Wait a minute. It's really not fair to Sandra. I said he's got all of them sweets and stuff, and Sandra can't have those things. But I'm sure Sandra says, no, it's fine. You can have it. Because I know when I had, well, see, because I accommodate certain things like that. Like when my friend who is an alcoholic had to come stay with us, I made sure that there was no alcohol in the house whatsoever. And everybody goes, well, why would you get rid of what you've got? I said, because the temptation's there. So why do that to somebody? They're having a hard enough time as it is. So I would have, I don't know how I would, well, I mean, I would deal with it like you have to, Sandra and Pinky, it's having diabetes, you just deal with it. I keep getting these stupid messages popping up. I got to say goodbye. Need to go to my appointment. Okay, Mrs. Prism. Hope it's a good appointment for you. I hope so. I hope so that Crystal is keeping my hair on my head and don't break my Florio nails whole. Oh, geez. We will see you next time, Mrs. Prism. Have a great day. Hey, Mr. Prism, how's it going? So naturally you got blackout drunk to help your friend out? No, I just got rid of all of the booze so that this way there was no temptation and she didn't have to worry. I was making it a safe space for her, seeing that nobody else was willing to help. Because pretty much her family just, shut her out. I get it. You get sick and tired of it when somebody has a dependency and, they take. They can't help it. It's the illness that is doing it. So, it just takes patience and time. And, thank God she's been clean. Hey, graduate, good morning. 7 years now, booze-free 7 years. So it's good for her. It was a long, hard road, one that I wouldn't want to travel. Having a problem like that makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do. Just like people who have a drug addiction, they're going to do what they got to do to get their fix, and some of it's not so nice. It really breaks the heart. It does. Laura, the camera is really worth it. I hope you can get one. I'm just going to have to save up for it because I love the quality of the picture. And like I said, the one I'm using now, like when I do the miniatures, I want you guys to be able to see the little details, and you can't because it gets blurry, which really annoys me. So when I seen how great the picture was, that's why I asked what camera you used. So I've got it on my wish list on Amazon. So yeah, I'll just save up for it. You're an awesome friend, Laura. Oh, thank you, Pinky. Yeah, you got to just remember when people have those problems, it's not them. It's the problem that makes them act that way. And it actually does break your heart because then when you see what they've become because of that dependency, it's awful. It is just awful. Take one. Good morning. I just said that backwards too. One take adventures. I'm sorry. That was a dyslexic moment. When he says, I'm going to have to save for a new phone, mine's falling apart literally. Oh, I know. And they cost a fortune. And of course, mine's finally paid for. So what do they start hitting you up with? Oh, it's time to upgrade. Nah, it's all right, man. I just got done paying $1,500. I'm not doing it again. See, the screen is only 14 inches. Yeah. Oh crap! That reminds me. Pinky just reminded me. I want to plug in my. I have a little tablet. It's a small one because my son's girlfriend was, she got irritated because I watch everything on my phone. She goes, "How can your mother sit there and watch everything on the phone?" I'm just used to it. It's convenient, but I don't have Netflix or that on my phone. I've got it on the tablet. So I got to charge it because there's some series I want to rewatch and they're only on the tablet. I'm going to be doing my second live stream this upcoming Friday, the 13th, from New Cemetery to me, if anyone's interested. Well, that's great. Oh, and thanks for posting that, Wayne, the link so we all can check it out. I have to make sure that my notification reminders are on so we don't miss it. New Cemetery, awesome. Now, see, now that most of the snow is gone, I haven't made a trip around to see. Well, of course, on the outskirts in the country areas, I'm sure they're still loaded with snow, so I'm still gonna have to wait before I can go check out the new cemeteries that I flagged last year. But they're all just like swamps, just mud, water. If it's not too bad, then I'll just have to get the rubber boots on. But until then, I gotta wait till it dries out. My son has been playing on my PC at home. He asked if he can play some Fortnite, so he is having a good time. Oh, I'm sure he is. Yeah, I haven't even played. Well, I don't play the games because I suck at them. But the computer that I got, it is a gaming computer, and it has all these games and stuff. I haven't even opened them up to look. I should play around with it once in a while just to see what it's all about. I just watch everybody else play because I stink at it. Oh, you're getting the pump on Tuesday. My cousin has to have the pump. Also, she found out that because she was overweight, so they had her, and it was causing issues with her diabetes. So they had her get that gastric bypass surgery. Big mistake, because after that, having that surgery, her body wasn't taking the medicine for her diabetes. So they had to figure it out quick time. They finally figured it out. So make sure you do your research before any doctor tells you, well, maybe you should do this, and it causes another problem. Yeah, I had that problem in my teens. The lad I used to call my best friend became a raging alcoholic. I remember walking into his room, and there was beer cans all over the place. Yeah, and a lot of it's in hidden. You don't know that. And then when they start doing things, you're like, what the hell what are you doing? And like I said, my girlfriend was doing things. I'm thinking, what are you doing? Why would you do this? And it was the booze. And like, she'd do anything to get the booze, which was heartbreaking. It really was. Good morning, Star TV. How are you? Starting to get daylight out here. I might get another day. Oh, she's going to go check out that sunrise. Got to try Monster Hunter, Laura. Really relaxing game. Yeah, I'll have to write that. Like I said, I watch you guys play. I don't have a controller, so I'd have to learn how to do it with the keyboard. Ass was going to give me a prescription. I don't even know how to say it. Glue, whatever, injections and more insulin to get on my way home when I go. It was really scary. I mean, you were good except for the vomiting, and then all of a sudden you put on a message, I got to go to the hospital. So now you got to be afraid every time you get a virus that's what I'm just asking. I don't know. I didn't think it would affect your sugar levels like that. Good morning, Betty. How are you? I mean, I give you girls credit. I don't know how I could deal with that. Of course, when you have no choice, you have no choice. How is Miss Betty this morning? I hope you're fine. It's another thing I asked, like my father gets his medications and stuff. And, when you go for the refill and they say, well, what's the name of it? I said, please. I always got to spell it. I said, why don't you people name medications so that people can pronounce them? And the nurse laughs at me. She goes, yeah, I know. There's some I can't even pronounce. It doesn't make any sense to me. Come on, simplify it, You got a medication that's got 15 letters in it. You're trying to say it. By the way, Gav is the name. Gav Star was a nickname at school. That's actually a cool nickname. What made them give you that nickname? Were you a rock star? Is that what it was? TV star? The problem was I'm not absorbing sugar when vomiting constantly. It was bad. Badly dehydrated. Okay. See, these are things that the general population don't think about. See, the stuff that we take advantage, we just don't think about those things until you're faced with an issue like what Pinky's got. I had a friend of mine who was type 2 diabetes for a while. And then when he changed his diet, a strict lifestyle change, actually, because he was on all kinds of medication. And now he doesn't take any medication. Everything is back to normal and stuff's working normally, which is amazing. And he looks great. So I was performing on stage twice a year. Oh, cool. Well, then rightly named. I need to figure out what to have for lunch today. I have one more zucchini squash, some panko breaded shrimp in the freezer. Maybe we'll have shrimp and fried zucchini. There you go. Enjoy. I hate zucchini, but enjoy. Only thing I do with zucchini is make zucchini bread. That I'll eat, but I've tried it all kinds of other ways. I just can't get into it. I don't know what it is. I eat other squash, just don't like zucchini. I know it's weird, but like yellow squash. I love yellow squash. We have a green summer squash that we eat. We call it kusa, and we stuff it with rice and hamburger and cook it in a sauce, and it's awesome. I eat that without a problem. Zucchini, I just can't do it. Paranormal Walks. Good morning. How are you? Haven't seen any of your stuff in a while. Oh, you're at work. Don't get busted. But thanks for popping in. A fruit and veg. You don't like? Actually, I tried to have an orange last night, and of course, my dog had other plans. I can't have anything unless the dog is in on it. So that's pretty bad. You got to go hide, so you got to have a piece of fruit Hello, Sarah. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. We are at the midpoint of the week, guys. Has it been going good? Everybody having a good week so far? It just goes so fast. I was up late last night doing some wiring for the miniature. So when you guys pop in on Sunday, you're going to see it's pretty much put together and wired and lights up. And now the next step is the train assembly, and which is going to be fun. And I'm looking forward to the next project, building the ship. That's going to be neat. How's Sarah today? Sarah having a good Wednesday? And of course, like I said, I had other plans too, but Mother Nature kicked that to the curb. So it'll be indoor playing instead of outdoor playing. Rain. Well, I guess we need it. Any tornadoes? No, we don't really get those here. It's very odd when we do. And then when we do get them, they're pretty nasty. We had one last year in the neighboring city, and what a mess it made. A friend of ours, his house, the roof got messed up, and he's still waiting on insurances to come through. What a big pain in the ass that is. But it was a shame. It hit one of the historical churches in that city, and they had the engineers check it out, and they couldn't save it. So it was a church that was over 100 years old, and it had to be taken down. But we don't normally get those. But I've noticed change in weather patterns here over the last few years, because it was very odd that we would get something like that. Now, every time we have threats of big thunderstorms, we have to worry about it. Doing good, Laura. How about you? Raining here? Yeah, we're supposed to have rain too, Sarah. So they pretty much killed what I was going to do outside, but I suppose I'll vacuum again, seeing that's all I do, because the dog is shedding. She let me vacuum her a little bit yesterday, but that didn't last long. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Lurking while working. That's okay. That's pretty much my tagline. You guys might not see me in the chats most of the time, but I'm there and I'm listening while I'm working on stuff. I hate to be, working on things and then I miss somebody in chat, and then I miss somebody saying something. So I try to concentrate on one thing at a time. Oh, hey, Wiz, how's it going? Sorry, I missed the beginning. Did not realize what time it was. My screen for the tablet was turned off while I used the cable to charge my keyboard. Good morning. The title, Chicken Butt? No. Guess what? Chicken butt. But that's quite all right. Wiz, you're here now. No, we're kind of celebrating that spring is actually showing signs. So that's good enough reason to celebrate something. It's nice to wake up to the sound of birds instead of howling winds and rattling the windows. And it's so nice to be able to go outside, and not freeze to death. Actually, yeah, we're under a severe weather alert, and it says raining now. But then it's going to rain for the rest of the evening. And the thing that blows my mind, it's going to be almost 70 degrees today. And then by Thursday, we're going to be back in the 30s. Talk about extreme change, right? It tried to snow here yesterday. Yeah, we're going to get more snow. It's coming. They're predicting snow for Friday. Snow rain mix for Friday. And then snow Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's the temperatures and the weather aren't mixing. So we're getting a mix of weird stuff. Hopefully it's not. They were saying big storm, so hopefully it's not, because I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood for that stuff anymore. It's time to move on. We finally adjusted to the time change, which they need to stop, but you know, it's New York. It's 61 here. It rained last night. And you're a month away until you're 42. Celebrate that 42. Oh, I'd go back to 42. That wasn't too bad. It's okay. I'll wait. My birthday's not until June, so it could take its time. I'm not in a big rush. It almost feels like seasons have taken a whole seasonal step back. Yeah, it's all messed up. Had enough snow in Finland. Yeah, we've had enough too. We're over it. But I mean, we had a couple of feet in our yard, and with the last few days with the high temperatures, it's all gone. And then of course we were under flood watches. We've got a couple of waterways that they go through town here. One's called the Barge Canal, which is like the gateway that leads into some of the lakes here, Oneida Lake and stuff. And the other one is the Mohawk River. And they're like right next to each other pretty much. And the Mohawk River always floods, always. I feel sorry for the people that live down by there because the road washes out. And there's one guy who has his house, he has to take a boat to go get his mail. That's how the yard would flood. So yeah, they got to keep an eye on that. The weather's pretty good here in the middle of England. There's a strange yellow UFO that keeps popping up behind the clouds. Make sure you get the camera ready. You want to catch that on film. Giant yellow orb. Yeah, that orb has been MIA here for a while. I'm trying to keep an eye out for it as well. Of course, you got to watch what you wish for, because they're claiming that we're going to have another intense summer. So I'm just going to have to get a big giant bucket and fill it with some cold water for the yard, because unless my sister's willing to flip the bill for the pool again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive. I'm originally from Sheffield, England, and I don't miss it. Oh, never sunny, huh? I've asked a lot of questions. Is the sun ever come out there? And I always get, well, yeah, it depends on where you are. Some places are rainier than others. But see, you got to look at it this way. In England and Ireland and all of them, that's why it's always so green and beautiful, the landscaping, because of all the rain. But it's nice to have some sunshine too. See, I watch a lot of things on YouTube that from Korea. It rains like every 20 minutes there. The landscape is just gorgeous, but jeez, these people just work right in it. And you have no choice, because otherwise you'd be in the house all day long, every day, because all it does is rain. It's too depressing to be sunny. Never, never, never. That's why you need the sun to come out. Gets rid of those wintertime blues, and it's no, because that's what it is towards the end of the winter season. Everybody's just so got cabin fever and they're depressed because there's no sunlight and it's always overcast, always just miserable and cold. And when you get to March, you're like, okay, come on, we've had enough. I mean, I don't mind. I love a good thunderstorm. We haven't had a actually really good thunderstorm in years. You always get the threats, but it just never follows through. And of course, now, like I said, with the weather patterns and the changing of those patterns, now, yeah, every time they predict a severe thunderstorm, then the tornado warnings pop up, where we never, ever had those. Because we were always told back in the day, I remember as a kid saying that because we live in a valley and there's not enough space for an actual tornado to pick up momentum and cause an issue, but apparently not, because now we're getting them. Every now and then one will pop up. So I couldn't imagine living somewhere where that happens all the time. Oh my God, because it's just awful. Of course, the only, the bonus for that is we all have basements here. So you just run to the basement if you have to. When last time my husband was out visiting in Missouri and they were out on the farm and hunting, and storms blew up all of a sudden. I mean, the sky gets blacker than black and the wind was just terrible. And they're thinking they had nowhere to go because you're out in the middle of a field. So and there wasn't even a ditch that they could hide in, So they were in the truck and they're thinking, great, we're going to die. We're all going to die. And the truck was just shaking all over. But it was just, they were on the edge of it. So it was, but my husband said, yeah, it actually, he was afraid. He's thinking we're going to die. It's just the way the truck was just shaking around and the way the sky looked. Very, very scary. We usually get 2 weeks of summer, a week of snow, 49 weeks of April showers. Oh, just, that's where the rubber boots come in handy. I used to watch this program, actually another content creator from England, and they were living in a longboat and taking us all down through the canal areas and all of that stuff. And it was just always muddy and wet. And I'm thinking, my God, does it ever... Did you get tired of that? We had tornado here mostly in the summer when the season starts changing to autumn. Oh, really? Wow. Have to run. Hope it won't be long. Okay, graduate, we'll be here for a little while longer. Good morning, Michelle. How are you? I wish I could. Oh, what was it? It was Josh and Ula was the name of the channel. It's not that called that anymore because they're not together anymore. But yeah, and they would show us all along going down the canals and all these great little towns and stuff in the UK. But it was just always just wet and muddy. Or cold. It's just, but it was nice to see. I didn't think that many people would be living on those things. We have an atmosphere river of rain. Yeah, it hits hard. We have one section of the village. What's the village next to us? Um, and actually, they pretty much tagged it a flood zone because the last few times when we did have really intense rains, it flooded everybody's house out. So the city offered to buy out the homes because they were going to knock all the homes down and just make it a giant flood area so that if the water would all collect there and then be drained out naturally. But most of the people sold. A couple of them diehards wouldn't give it up, so they pretty much nixed the project because they had to have all of them to make what they wanted to do. 2 weeks of summer, you can guarantee. There is a hose pipe band. Everyone is doomed. They're having drought at the end of life as we know it. Oh, jeez. Well, like here, it's just like last month, there was no burn ban up in the Adirondacks. I'm thinking, are they kidding me? There's like 4 feet of snow up there. What's going to catch on fire? Everything's wet and covered in snow. That made no sense to me whatsoever. Can't reply so quick. Nerve disease plus I'm 45. That's all right, Gav. Just chill. It's chill here. You just answer the answer when you get around to it. No pressure. We have dust devils in the summer the size of tornadoes. Like last summer, one ripped the roof off of a huge hay barn out here. Yeah, that does some damage. Does some damage. Well, when we lived out in Missouri, and I was at my friend's house, and next thing you know, my husband shows up at the house and he says, "Come on, let's go." And I go, like, "What the hell are you talking about?" He goes, "There's a storm coming," and which it was. The sky turned black. He goes, "If we're gonna die, we're gonna die together." I'm thinking, "Well, you got come on, you're being a little theatrical, aren't you?" Well, Noah's here. Hello, Noah. How are you? Did you get your messages from Alessio about becoming a wrestler, Noah? I hope you answered them and answered the questions. I think you're going to make a cool wrestler. And oh, just to let you know, Noah, I was lurking in your live. I was just in the middle of something, so that's why I didn't get involved in chat, but I was lurking. Did you get a lot of flack for the the topic that you were covering? That's the one thing when you're dealing with the paranormal field, and if you pick a certain group that you want to discuss or critique, you can get you get a lot of crap sometimes, but it's all part of the game, guys. Everybody's fair play. People have questions, they'd like to have them answered. And that's why I'm excited about tonight's show with the paranormal engineer. So, guys, get your questions ready for him. I want to know what makes him tick, what makes him want to do what he's doing. And I love the way he's doing it. You know, he's going out to the places himself that claim to have the paranormal activity, and then he picks it apart. So that's the way it should be, you know? If you have the opportunity to go to all of these famous, or I should say so-called famous haunted locations, yeah, you need to start picking it apart. Prove the story, is true. Or try to anyway. There's some fake teams. You just don't debunk. Good on you, Noah. Oh, then Mark was watching, huh? Oh, Michelle, wonderful. Yeah, Noah's great. He is. I don't think they get any more honest, and than Noah. And his enthusiasm and spirit for the field is incredible. He gets so excited. It's a joy to watch. And Wayne's already famous. We already know Wayne's famous. He's just hopefully he doesn't forget us, when he moves on to bigger and better things. Oh yes, it was a really good, respectful debunk. Yeah, see what I'm saying? And if it's a decent team, they're not going to mind you doing those things because I always tell everybody, you put anything out on YouTube, it's going to be picked apart by somebody. So expect it. When I do put stuff out, which really isn't that often, when I do go out and I put things on here, I never claim anything to be paranormal because I can't prove that. So I put it out there. So I say, well, what do you guys think? This is what I think it might be, but what do you think? Like I get a lot of photographs and there's stuff that shows up in the photos. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna say, ooh, it's a ghost or no, it's just something showed up, a distortion. Could be anything. But then, I also explain the conditions that I was in at the time I took the photo. Telling you about the weather and all of that stuff. So it's open for debate on what somebody might think it is. To me, religion is the same as the paranormal. Prove it. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people feel that way, Gab. It's a lot of people. Me famous where? Yeah, you famous Wayne. Heard about the drama. Just keep doing what you're doing. Number one is immune to critique. Oh no, I think it's supposed to be no one. No one is. No one is. That's what I'm saying. Oh, good, Betty. She subbed to Paranormal Engineer. Yeah, keep your eyes on him, guys. He's interesting. Yes, definitely feedback is good, even if you don't get or understand. Yes, but see, and there's a lot of people out there that claim and teams that claim, oh no, you go ahead, you can check this and that out. But then when you give your opinion, oh, do they get butthurt? Do they get butthurt? I always say, well, gee, okay, explain to me why you feel that way, and point out to me what I'm not seeing. Nobody's perfect. We don't see or catch everything. I don't say, oh, change my mind, make me believe this or disbelieve that. No, because I'm going to believe what I believe. But I still expect, respect other people's opinions, because then it makes you think in another way. Well, gee, maybe let me look over that again. They might be right. Who knows? I hope Spaghetti gets around to it. Losing service constantly, so I'm a bit delayed. Ah, yes. Okay, no, yeah, because I know that he had sent you some questions that you got to answer so that he can create the character. I had feedback that made no sense at the moment, and later down the road, it made perfect sense. Yeah, see, you have to be open to it. I mean, you get people, and it's the trolls or whatever. They get on there. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're full of shit, and blah blah blah. Because I had that one guy on there. Oh, ain't nothing paranormal about your channel. I'm a podcaster, dude. I'm interviewing people. Once in a while I might put out some of my content, but I'm basically an interview podcaster. I'm not claiming to be some kind of, famous, well-known investigator. Yes, I have many years of investigating experience, but my channel is mostly interviewing other investigators. So, what he put on there didn't even make any sense. So, that's what I put on. I go, this is an interviewing podcast. It's not about the paranormal. Of course, come to find out the guy was just a troll and he trolls everybody. So you know what happens there? Block. Respect yourself and keep it real. Exactly. That's why I don't do, because I get a lot of shit from a few of my friends. You don't edit nothing. No, I don't want to edit anything. It's raw, guys. Raw side paranormal. I film it on the camera and upload it, and that's it. So, if I fall down and bust my ass, you're going to see that. If I either swearing, you're going to hear that. I don't have time for editing. So I'm never going to make, movie, film, or video of the year, because it's just not how I do it. And I want you guys to see it in raw form, just like I see it. That's how I want you to see it. I don't want to edit, let's just take this part out or take that part. No, I want you to see everything that's going on. Now, I do have one video. I don't think I put it on here. I probably should. Where I am going through a cemetery. This is a couple of years ago. And there's a section there where I pick up on the camera an orb that was pretty much following me through the majority of the cemetery. Now, you can't say it was dust or a bug because it was following me. I'm thinking it was sun glare, but it was an orb shape. So there again, I don't know whether it was paranormal activity, sun glare. I definitely know it wasn't an insect or dust because it wouldn't follow me through the place. But like I said, I think, I don't know if I put it out or not. I probably should look for it and put it on there. And then just get your opinion. I think the reason I didn't put it on there because my husband's on there swearing. He was throwing the F-bombs around, I think. That's the stuff I would pretty much edit out because my husband forgets that I'm filming and stuff comes out. If you have nothing to hide, opinions are all different and is healthy, but you must also be open for criticism. And there is no right or wrongs. We cannot all agree with each other, but still, respect for each other. Exactly, Sandra. Now, just like if you guys are out, you and the guys are out and you're doing your thing, and somebody in the audience catches something, this is how I would feel if you caught something during an investigation I was doing and you brought it up. I would say, oh, well, where? Tell me where. And we would talk about it because honestly, okay, this happened. I didn't catch it during the time, or I didn't see it that way. So it's, that's part of what the community does. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Noah. Let's give Noah a little love. Thank you, sweetie, so much. I appreciate it. It'll be $5 towards the new camera. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, sweetie. Let's see. Thank the people who didn't film me driving buses. It would have only been allowed on adult channel. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Or I start filming, and then all of a sudden my husband starts bitching about something, and I shut the camera off. I go, I'm filming. Oh, I forgot. So that's why when I go somewhere I'm off on the other direction. He's way on the other side because he just doesn't think about it and, starts mouthing off. I says, my people don't want to keep hearing, the F bomb through the whole damn video. One or two, okay. But I mean, let's, calm it down a little bit. The fakers clearly don't like being called out. Oh, no, absolutely, Wayne. If they're genuine, they shouldn't have a problem with debunkers. Exactly. Exactly. Good morning, Sandra Pink. How are you? That's why I don't understand. Well, no, I do understand. But the thing, they've got a big beef with the debunkers because they're being called out on their bullshit. That's what it is. Someday I'll be able to get Beardo on and we can have that discussion. Whenever he can fit me into his schedule. And I my hat's off to the debunkers because I debunk when I'm doing my thing. That's just me. But to do it to somebody else, debunk other people's stuff, I'll do it, behind the scenes. But to do it right online as a channel, no, because of the shit you got to put up with. And, I'm a pretty tough chick, but I don't know, man. Beardo's been through hell and back, and I just don't need that stress. I don't need it. I feel for the hubby. Men have natural torts. Yeah. That's one of my husband's. We grew up in the F word generation. That was just a normal conversation when we were growing up. And it just comes out. We'll be driving through the cemetery and he'll bitch about a pothole. The effing pothole. I go, I'm filming. Bitch about the potholes another time. Have to go keep. Okay, Sandra, sweetie, have a great day. Send kisses to the fellas for me. Yeah, I'm staying away from the debunking stuff. People always see it as an attack. Yes, they do. Yeah. And then there's always that debate. Do we need to have debunkers? What the hell? Yes, we do. I consider them the police of the paranormal world because they're the ones that are there to pick through that stuff and call you out. And, like you guys will say, if it's real, then you shouldn't have to worry about any of it. Just say, hey, go ahead, have at it. Let me know what you think. But boy, some of them are extreme. Oh, that one guy there. Was it? Oh, God. My Haunted Hotel or whatever they were called. Holy shit. That guy he goes right for the jugular. And what's it telling me? That's telling me that you're fraudulent because nobody attacks people for no reason like that. If your stuff is legit and you are above board, I get you're defending yourself, but he was threatening people physically. Technically, you could say frick. It's an Irish way of saying, oh dear. Well, if sometimes the F bomb slips out, but I'll say frickin' frack or, with the frig. I try to keep it clean. I will stick to making dragons and hot dog videos. Yeah, no one gets mad about dragons or hot dogs. Just keep going, Lauren. Enjoy what you're doing without the drama. We will not be everyone's cup of tea, but keep smiling and do what you do. Thanks, Sandra. It's the same with you guys. I just do what I do. And it is what it is. As one of my members and good friend of my channel passed away, said, "Oh, our condolences, Sandra. So sorry to hear that." When Pinky, I'll continue doing what I'm doing, whatever it is. Oh, it's being fresh. Cheeky Wayne, that's what you do. And I agree with Sandra. We're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Everybody's going to have an issue. There's some people like with Cree. People, oh, she has too many questions. No, she doesn't. And when she's messaging you, am I asking too many questions? No, you ask all the questions you want because she comes up with some great questions. And that's what I love. I love it that when you guys in chat bring up questions to my guests that make them think. You know, that's what you want. You want them to ask, you want those questions answered. And, I can't think of everything. And I love it when you guys engage and put them out there. I know frickin' frag, they live down the road. Yeah, they've been around here for years too, Sage. I had a girlfriend that I went to school with. Her mother was from Germany. And her English was broken, and that's how she instead of saying the F word, she went, the frickin' frackin' thing. And I would die laughing. What's his name? Yeah. They live next door. I may be English, no tea, coffee only. Ah. An English person that doesn't like tea. Interesting. Cree Storm is fantastic for questions. Yes, she is. Because and they're well thought out questions. And it's all because of curiosity. And that's the whole point. Especially in what I do. It's the interview program. The whole point is everybody has a question and are curious about why people do what they do. Everybody has their own reason for being in the paranormal. Everybody has their own way of conducting an investigation. Somebody had put out there the other day, what do you consider yourself, a ghost hunter, an investigator, a debunker? Well, we are all the same. We're all of them. Because you're doing an investigation. The reason for the investigation is to prove a haunting. And then if you are a legit investigator, a proper investigator, you're debunking while you're doing it. Because you can't call anything paranormal just at face value. You've got to. That's why I ask, what kind of equipment do you bring? And I'm not talking about the bells and the whistle bullshit. I'm talking about meters that, register wind drafts, speeds, the level, like you hear Kenny talking about the level. Yeah, you bring a level. You check the level of the building. Because if the building is off, doors can open and close on their own with the slightest breeze. That just, takes that stuff right out. Temperature changes from room to room. If it's, damp in the house, you're checking for mold because mold will make you, it affects the human brain and it affects your senses. All of these things. I really look forward to Seg's video tonight where he goes undercover. That'll be awesome. What time is Seg going on? Shame on Seg. I go on Wednesday nights. That's whatever. I know he doesn't follow any general schedules, so it is what it is. He's like Crow, just pops up when he pops up. I use a spirit level to make sure the spirits are level. Yeah, that's right. Just a tiny little, pocket level. You just bring with you, place it in certain sections, check it out, see what's going on. especially with people who are involved with using the cat balls. I'm not a fan of cat balls, but I don't tell people don't use them just to keep the experiment going. But if you put it on the floor and the floor is not level, naturally, eventually, with people walking around and vibrations from outside, it's going to move. So place it in a container or on a towel or something to make sure that it can't just, if it's actually a paranormal activity, and if it's on a towel or a base, if it wants to hit it, it's going to smack it and make it do its thing. You know what I mean? It's a premiere at UK time. Let's see. So that would be, oh God, that would be, 7 my time, right? You guys are 5 hours ahead. Well, no, you guys are only 4 hours now because you didn't change your clocks yet. I don't know. That cats had balls. Ones that aren't neutered. So yeah, I think he's going on the time that I'm going on. That means I'm gonna have to troll him. That's just the way it is. Bad boy. I love coffee and tea, but much prefer coffee. Yeah, the coffee pot's going, so that's usually why I grab it. And I know, don't raise me, Wayne. I will eventually get to trying the tea. I just haven't made tea. He is an hour after you, Laura. Oh, is he? Okay. So we'll let him slide this time. I expect it. With him and Crow, I expect it. Joe does the same thing. They just don't follow a general schedule like we do, and they just pop up. So it is what it is. The only reason I get pissed off about it sometimes is because I can't go and watch it because I'm doing my own show. So then I'm on Team Rewatch. And God knows when I'll get around to it. Cat balls are great to use for trigger objects as long as they are used properly on a stand with a button on top. Yeah, and keep it where it's stabilized. A bit of shameless self-plug here, but I'm live tonight on Michael's channel. Mr. President. See, now, I mean, what time? Are we going to miss it? Or am I going to miss it? I believe Seg is going undercover at Steve's place. The Steve that canceled on him investigating several times previously. Oh. Well, I'm probably going to miss the beginning of it. Because, I usually run about 2 hours. So, because I want to give everybody a chance to get in there and get their questions in. Making sure, well, like I said, I'll miss some of it, so it's fine. But no, yeah, but any of the equipment, the same thing I say. For one, I don't use it because I can't afford to buy all those things. The prices are outrageous. If I had them, I would test them. I would test the crap out of them just to see what the hell it's all about. If there's any kind of validity to anything that's, some people love them, and that's okay too. Because not for nothing, we really don't know who the hell or what the hell we're doing. I was given tea so much, I reject it. Oh, yeah. No, see, I like it only once in a while. Who are you interviewing tonight, Laura? A paranormal engineer, Wayne. I got him coming on. We're going to pick his brains and find out why he does what he does. I'll post the link in your Discord. I think it's in about 7 hours or 6. Okay, Mr. Prism. All right. The one thing I'm glad though is finally everybody's getting back to business. The drama has calmed down, and everybody's getting back to work. So, just so glad. What do you have coming up, Laura? Well, we've got Paranormal Engineer tonight, and of course, then the Brew on Friday. Sunday, the miniatures. Let's see. Next week, I've got an open mic on the 18th. And then we've got Dave from Ghost is Paranormal at the end of the month. So it's pretty good schedule going on. Michael is an hour before. Okay. I've recently learned cat balls have a built-in timer. Light up to attract attention. I don't know if that's true for all brands, though. I did have some. For one thing, my cat didn't even want to play with them, so there you go there. Thank God it was only like, you get 3 of them for like $2 or something. I had 2 of them were pretty sensitive. And what I did is I have a actually in my kitchen on my island, I have a bowl that has artificial cloth apples in the bowl. And what I did was I took one of them and I set it in there. And I monitored it to see if it was triggered by anything. Not really. But it was in a good stable base, so, even, walking around and stuff didn't trigger anything. And then I had one that you could beat the thing with a hammer and it didn't really want to go off. You really would have to smack it hard to make it. So that would be the one I would use. Is the one that you actually have to smack it hard to make it activate. These didn't have timers on them or anything like that. You had to hit it to make it work. I can't figure out Discord. What am I missing? Oh, it's a learning curve, Discord. I finally caught on. So don't feel bad. But in my Discord, yeah, you got, we have the arts and craft page, and we have the fur baby page where everybody's posting their photos. Thanks, guys. Keep them coming. I'm going to put them in the magazine. I have a page there for the stuff that's for the magazine. If you want to send in your stories, artwork, recipes, whatever, you post so that I could add it to the magazine. Pretty just general stuff and just general chit chat. Oh, okay, some do have timers. Oh, that's good to know. I must have got the cheapy ones then. And again, I got them just for the experiment, so I wasn't spending a lot of money on them. But like I said, I had the one where you actually really had to hit it pretty hard for it to go off. So that would be the one I would take with me on an investigation. But I haven't done any residential stuff in God knows how long. And abandons around here, yeah. Unless it's like way out in the middle of nowhere and you could get away with it. But if something's posted, don't go on the property. Because you'll end up with some rock salt in your ass cheeks. Because they're serious around here and you get arrested for that. So back in the day when it was fun, you could get away with it. Now, oh God, you can't get away with nothing. And I'm getting too old to hop through windows and jump fences. I'm not as quick as I used to be. Thanks for posting that, Pinky. I appreciate it. Yeah, so it's just easier to do and I like the cemetery work because it's history. I consider cemeteries historical places. You're finding out the history of the people who were there before you. And it's amazing what some of these people have done in their lifetimes. Especially in this area where you get people from all over the world that have settled in my area. And I'm like, how the hell did they find this place? A lot of people from England have lived here and been buried here, which I find amazing. My ex-wife said I missed the timer. What did she mean? I don't know. Girly, can I get that? Yeah, Pinky posted it, Girly. Did you see? Yeah, mine is a pet store one. It lit up when it was on the plate until the battery went flat. Oh, see, yeah, we didn't. Hey, Sky, thank you for that gifted membership. Wonderful, wonderful. Let me give Sky a little rock and roll. Thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate it. She's lurking in the background. That's okay. Green Fairy strikes again. Yes, it did. Oh, thank you, Pinky, for posting it again. I appreciate it. Yeah, it takes a little while to figure out Discord, but once you got it, and I had help from Sarah and Dave actually, and Mr. Prism because I was just lost, and then I finally because I'm used to just Facebook Messenger. I don't get on Facebook that often, but when I use it for contacting people, sending the links for the shows and stuff like that, and that's pretty much what I use Facebook for. And of course, just to get the channel out there and what stuff's going on. Rock and roll. Where did I get my ID? You always catch the best gifted. You know what? And I always forget. I'll have to do it tonight. I always forget I get free memberships that I can hand out. Hey Laura, get up to speed, right? I always forget. So I'll hand out 5 free gifted tonight. I'll have to make a note. I always leave myself a note. Hey, dummy, don't forget to do this. That's because I forget. If I don't write it down. Yes, Sky, you are like magic. Poof, she's gone. Well, we are at almost the 2-hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, not sure what's happening. I clicked the link and accepted the invite and it keeps saying invalid or expired. Am I doing something wrong? I don't think so. Maybe there's an issue. Who knows? You know what it is? I don't know, dearie. I'll have to check to see later if you're on there. If you're not, then I'll just have to send you. Maybe if we just send you a direct invite, it'll work. I don't know. Well, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me this morning. Oh, she says I have to get a new link for Discord every time. Oh, okay. See, Pinky knows what's going on. Well, I'm sorry I missed the beginning. Yeah, it's the 2-hour mark. I usually let everybody free after 2 hours. You guys got lives, you got stuff you got to do. And so, and I got stuff I got to do. Even though I rather just sit on here and I thought about going live last night because I was bored, but no, I said, no, there's other people going on. And I don't like, to stomp on someone else's time. And, oh, thank you, Sky. Thank you. Thank you. Let's give her another thank you. It's been fun. Sorry, work happened. That's okay, Sage. Hey, real life comes first. We always know that, but you're here, and I know you're here, and that's important. That's okay. So I appreciate you all hanging out with me this morning. It's always a joy, every single time. You guys always brighten my spirit, make my day. Sage says she thinks the Discord's having issues. Okay. So it's a Discord thing. So don't worry about it, Demon. We'll fix it. Eventually they'll fix it. And if not, then we'll just send you, we'll have to send you another invite. But yeah, guys, send in your stuff. Even if you send it through email, you find my email address in the descriptions. So if you have anything that you'd like to send in, I would appreciate it. I always love to share the community's news, experiences, and fun facts, whatever. Everybody likes to know about it. I hope you guys all have a great day. Don't forget tonight, the paranormal engineer is going to visit with me, and we're going to pick his brain. So get your questions ready. As hard as this. Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours goes quick. Amazingly how quick it goes. All right, you guys have a great day. Don't forget about it. I want to say thanks to the mods. I appreciate you guys, especially Pinky. She's in her hospital bed and she's working. I'll have to send her something special. Sending you my love and gratitude, Miss Pinky. It'll be a great show, Laura. See you all later. Okay, guys, you guys all have a great day. And until later, see ya.